Off the beach, t-shirt on. In Dubai, that's the rules. I do think on this part where I live, you'd get away with it, actually, to be honest. But we're just going to go for a little walk and talk. Maybe get an iced latte. I've had 2 coffees today already, and it's what? It's 10:30. Might get a matcha, you know. We've got some bad news on the Hyrox front, unfortunately. The running's always been a challenge, and you've not seen any of it. And there's been a reason for that. 2 weeks ago, I think I did a video exactly here saying I got my new running trainers, everything was sweet. And it was. The running trainers were perfect. My stubborn little ass has been running with pain for such a long period of time that I thought the pain that I was getting was normal. And I started Googling stuff, stress line fractures. And then one of my friends from Australia put their x-ray on saying they had a stress line fracture. And I looked at like the symptoms of what they'd been suffering from. And it was the exact same as what I'd been suffering from. And 10, it's literally 20% off coffee. So I got 2 coffees today for like 30 dirham. The time came where I couldn't just keep waiting a week and doing another run. I went and got an x-ray and I have a stress line fracture, which is grade 4, which is not amazing because that means pretty much 16 weeks with no running. Now, me being me, I'm stubborn. I was like, do you know what? Fuck it, I'll go and do the Hyrox. But what I did instead is I was like, do you know what? I'm gonna go and test it at a track to see if I would get away with doing the Hyrox. All I did at the track was fast-paced 400 meters times 4. And my shin, the next day, which was only Monday this week, felt like it was gonna snap. So I've made the challenging decision to pull from the Hyrox, which I've never pulled from anything in my entire life. So for me to deal with that's quite challenging, but it's not at the same time because the whole transition to hybrid training, being functional, being fit is just such a good way of life for me because I have better balance with food, I eat more, I don't feel low on energy. I'm not going through the peaks of a big off season to a big dieting phase. I'm just happy with how I look. But to keep my attention a little bit more drilled in, I'm gonna set a goal to just do a photo shoot, get lean and then hold it. So we're gonna do that once we're back from the UK, and then the Hyrox is staying. So I'm still doing my conditioning on a week-to-week basis. I'm still getting better at the ski, the row, I'm mastering the form, the technique. And once the running comes, it's game on. Let this be a lesson that if you do get a knockback, you don't have to just say, right, that's it. Fuck my diet, fuck my training. My diet's still been elite. I still look good. I'm still able to perform. I'm just not able to run. And 8 kilometre is in the Hyrox of running. And if I'm doing that at a fast pace, 4 minutes per kilometre or 4:30, which I was targeting, I'm gonna finish that day in a lot of pain and that's gonna put me out longer term. So the plan is I've got a few friends from like England, Australia, is maybe Sydney Hyrox. That's what I'm thinking. But it's gonna be a little bit of rehab, get fresh, get right, stay completely off running till I'm back in Dubai in 6 weeks. I leave in 4 to the UK for a short break. But that's not the end of the road. We're gonna do a Hyrox. I was never coming to do a Hyrox just to do one. Like, I've seen a lot of my clients do it. I've seen a lot of my friends do it. And it's like you get the bug and I'm excited to be part of that. I'm still gonna watch it, so I'll vlog it. I'm just not gonna be doing the race, unfortunately. In Dubai, probably everywhere in the world at the minute, there's this big matcha crave and everybody's drinking them. So I'm just gonna go for it and see what I fancy. I actually don't know which one to get, but I'm just gonna have a quick look.
Now the matcha latte is not available.
It's not the day. Not the day, mate. I've been trying to try it. It's not available.
Yes.
None of it.
I will check, sir. I will double check it. The unsweetened is available because earlier the sweet one is not available.
Okay, yeah, just let me know. Perfect, thank you. It's not meant to be. I've heard Roasters is meant to be one of the best coffees and matches as well. This is where I get my coffee from, so it is nice, but do you know when you get something in your head and you want to try it that much and then nothing else will just be up to it? Probably.
It's not been your week.
It's not been my week.
Well, photos, I might put some up on the edit. Photos looking pretty good.
Yeah, to say I've had a balanced diet, we went and got some lifestyle content on Wednesday at the beachfront and I'll take it. So I've had a couple of accusations recently around taking steroids again, and I can assure you now, if you think this physique represents taking steroids, it doesn't. So just to clear that one up, I'm not on any gear. We need to do a full blood work panel, I think, to show you that I'm not. I'm fit, I'm healthy, and I'm ready. Unsweetened one.
Yes.
I'll just go for an unsweetened iced matcha, yeah. We've got.
And I'll get a cold brew, please.
Probably not going to enjoy it, but...
Regular mixer or...
Talking about my coffee, but more recently, do you know what? I hadn't even told you this, Chris. I've gone for black coffee in the morning now. I feel it hits a little bit when you are tired and you're like, you have your electrolytes and you just need that little bump. I feel like a black coffee.
Oh, yeah.
One sweetener though. Can I have a sweetener with that as well, please? Is that all right? Thank you. Surely it's meant to have a straw now. I don't even know what that tastes like.
It tastes like a greens powder.
Yeah. Just tastes like milk. Just like a cup of milk. Cup of cold milk. Thank you. Don't need a sweetener. Thanks.
Meanwhile, mine looks like whiskey and coke.
Yeah, get me on the spiced rum. I think honestly with a little bit of a sweetener in it, like maybe half, it probably. I get why people are drinking it 'cause it's quite. Don't know. I'm not a big milk fan personally. I can see why I think people are having different types of milk in it. It just tastes like fuck all really. Anybody who knows me knows I don't waste stuff, but I'm not gonna fucking drink that. That'll be the first matcha. I won't say the last matcha I'll get because I want the berry matcha. I feel like it's just a bit repetitive, and I feel like it's just curdling in my stomach. So let's get back to the room. It's definitely heating up in Dubai now. Got a nice beach club booked this Saturday. Twiggy. If you've not been, give it a shot when you go to Dubai. It's a little bit further out, but it's nice, it's chilled. Midday now. Well, it's not, it's 11 o'clock. Do you know when you get up at 5 o'clock? It feels like days just last forever. So we've done check-ins this morning. Actually planned more YouTube content, filmed YouTube, and now we're into my operations meeting with my head of operations, which is actually my girlfriend. Some people say never work with your partners, but we work really well together. But we just have an off-the-cuff meeting now. It's not sit down and super formal, but we just put all those, at the end of each week, we review everything that's gone off in the week. At NEWGEN now, we're working on something really exciting because like over the years, the landscape of coaching has changed so much. And I feel like it's gone from being 5 coaches in the industry to 10 to 5 million. And without pushing anyone down, like I respect anyone for pursuing the passion, the standards of the industry has completely spiraled down. So my mission now with NEWGEN is to keep the standards high, and any client who comes into NEWGEN, not just improve their physique, but we're building out a full mindset course, mastery with your routine, understanding your reason why, who you want to become, how to build your dream life. And this is going to be all built out from my 10 years of experience. And I believe not only will this improve our results, it will continue to improve people's lives, but it will improve the standards of the industry because we're going to educate them on nutrition, training, anatomy, physiology. I'm a man on a mission, basically. Delivered right to your door. Why everybody who lives in Dubai is in good shape, because they make it easy. Come on, little man, get yourself in. Afternoon, mate. Morning. Transformation of the month. Did we get the shortlist in the WhatsApp chat?
Yeah. I just wanted you to look over it.
Finley's client, weren't it? I think. Okay, so you've not submitted him. Jack Oliver. I don't think the others, the other results was amazing, but I think like Jack Oliver's in terms of sustainability of his lifestyle was the best. Transformation of the month's different. It can be somebody who's lost the most weight. It could be the biggest result of the month. It could be somebody who's adapted the lifestyle more, somebody who may have been struggling previously. At NEWGEN, like, we believe that there's no such thing as a non-adherent client. Like, if the client's not adhering, as a brand or us as coaches, we've not created a winning environment for that client. I often hear coaches slagging off clients. It's like, well, you've not created that environment for the client to succeed. So you've got to understand why they're not being adherent and then package it in a way that, right, okay, this is an issue. Let's find a solution to that.
What do they get if they get client in a month? How does it work?
10 grand cash prize, just transfer it from my personal Halifax straight into theirs.
Shut up.
a Biscoff biscuit. To be honest, usually it's something new we've ran internally because we're big on community. So it will either be some form of supplements or gift voucher, or just a pat on the back. Well done. You actually stuck to the plan. I know, but I think if it's about mastering your mindset, who you want to become, understanding your reason why, what gets you out of bed in the morning, your routine.
You're going to have to complete one of these videos like
Per week. So it's only fit. Yeah. Under us at NEWGEN, obviously the industry now, everybody just gives a training plan and a nutrition program, and a lot of the new coaches are just providing the training program and nutrition program what their coach gave them because that got them results. That's the problem. Everybody's needs and requirements are different. So what we're doing here now is we're going to continue to build our program from training, nutrition, but on top of that, there's going to be a course that you complete as a client with NEWGEN, and it's over a 52-week period. So it's a 12-month course. Of course, if you stay for the duration of that, by the end of that program, not only will you have an amazing physique, you have built your lifestyle around fitness, but you'll be able to master your own mindset, your habits, your formations, and just win your day. Like, that's what we believe. Like, over the 8-9 years we've been doing this, we've changed people's lives, not just from a physique standpoint, but career. So, and then we got this little man.
But the aim is it to be the complete lifestyle change now, isn't it?
Yeah, but we've got a mission. Like, the mission of this is to like be a complete lifestyle change. Like, years ago we created like the slogan, it's a lifestyle, and now it's starting to come to fruition even more, because if you adapt fitness into your lifestyle, your diet, your training, it will change every other avenue of your life, your career, your relationship. So
Even if you think about that client that said to you the day how good he felt.
yeah, he said like you undervalue yourself and you don't realise like what a huge part you are in my life. I've got that voice note actually, a US client. Do you want me to play it? I will when my dog's give me my finger back. Where is my phone? Ow! Come on, little man.
You're one of the best investments I've ever made, bro, and you deserve way more. And I do appreciate you a lot.
That was a short snippet, and he went on to say,
And I watched your video 2 times, man. Yeah, you're a very important part of my life right now. Thank you so much, man. And
there we have it, client satisfaction. So that's what we're about. It's like, if every coach in the industry stopped focusing on how much money they're making and they actually focused on the clients that they've got in the business, they'd grow so much more. Like, we don't focus on aggressive paid media or sales. We focus on a churn rate, and that's our key marker. And as long as that's low, we're going to grow, because his results do the talking. His service, 30% of his business is word of mouth. So like, for us, it's like when you come into this program, it's going to be a key pillar of your life. Like, this is the part of your life that arguably with your family matters the most, because without it, you don't operate to your full capacity. But that's the problem with the world today. People don't realize the full capacity because they've not got people to unlock it for them. And that's what we've got. We've crafted a team of elite coaches to be able to do that. So this program will change the industry, and people will try and copy it, but they won't be able to, because it comes from experience, knowledge over the last 10 years. So I'm excited to roll it out. The one thing that people don't see is this. So on Wednesday, we went to a little coffee shop. I actually vlogged this as well. So went to a little coffee shop, got breakfast, and got like more professional content. Nice little outfit, nice t-shirt, just enjoying some breakfast. We then went to the gym, and this is like, what we do is I separate my content. So we do long form today, which is all YouTube, and then we do short form, which is like photos and reels. And like, a big part of being an online coach now is content creation. It's also having a rig like that. We're not doing too bad, are we? Look at those. I'm not a runner. No wonder I can't run. Look at the size of me. But like, it's having content like this banked ready to just show people the lifestyle, show how I stay in shape, how I run the business, and just have a bit of authority. I mean, the abs could be a little bit sharper, don't get me wrong, but I have been eating 1 too many fixed chocolates on a weekend and a few too many Nutella croissants. But the diet starts in the next couple of months once I've chilled. But look at those. So we review these, and then this is what we'll then plug into Instagram. I don't say this because I look so comfortable here, but Chris, how awkward was I on this beach?
Yeah, it took a bit of warming up.
There was these 2 women just looking at me thinking, who the fuck does he think he is? My feet are in that one, so that'll need cropping. They're good. But this is just a little snippet of what we got. There's a lot that goes into building a personal brand, building a business, being an online coach. And I think people sometimes will look at the coaching industry and think, do you know what, I want a piece of that. Look at the life he lives on the beach, look at the apartment he lives in. But the truth is, like, that's content. What did we do after it? nothing. We trained, went home, worked.
Yeah, it looks like it's a beach day, but it wasn't.
Yeah,
It was. I was dodging security guards and.
I didn't even have
Yeah.
time to change my night shorts for the sea. But it's, if you're going to do it right, you need to make time for all of this. You need to make time to build a personal brand, to build a brand within your coaching, and to actually get better at your job, study, develop, deliver your check-ins. Because I think a lot of people as coaches get overwhelmed, and it all comes down to strategy, structure, routine. Having people like Chris in your corner who are just as organised from a content standpoint. So when you film it, you know exactly when you're getting it. I'm hitting my YouTube consistently on a Sunday because we get the video back on a Thursday or a Friday to review. But this takes years. But to new up and coming online coaches, do not neglect short form content. And if you're not on long form, get on it, because people will get to know you. We only need 3 more clients to hit the target for the month in terms of clients in. No pressure on the sales team. No pressure. So we have a client acquisition manager who takes the majority of the calls. If the requests want me or one of the coaches, we of course jump on. Process we have is client acquisition manager will then get a feel for the person on the call, what their needs are, what their requirements are, who they fit best within the brand, and then select the coach. And if they're happy to proceed, they proceed. So yeah, we're I think the industry at the minute is in quite a delicate position. I've been here a while now, and I think a lot of coaches are probably feeling the saturation for the first time. There's so many options. So there's so many people producing the same content. There's very few producing the same standard of result. So in order to stand out in this industry, it's the easiest it's ever been. Just keep posting good results, walk around in great shape, and be motivational to your audience, and you'll scale a business. Rather than following the trends of, if you want bigger biceps, follow me for more tips. I'm not saying that's wrong, but it's not my go-to. I did it in the past and just felt it wasn't me. And I think that's a good lesson. Like, if you're producing content and it's causing you stress and you're not enjoying it, stop doing it. Like, yes, some things are going to be stressful. You're not going to enjoy everything that you do. If you need to be authentic to your audience to grow it, then being false is never going to do that. That's why for me, you just see results. It's a value, and then personal brand. Lewis Hamilton on pole. If you've not watched Drive to Survive, get tuned in. Claudia's laughing because I've literally watched one series, but I'm hooked.
I think I've watched all of them. I've watched all of them.
I'm so hooked. But what Drive to Survive does is I actually didn't mind Formula One, but now I'm on Sky Sports every day. Like, what's happening on Formula One?
No,
So we get to go to the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix.
Yeah, we've lived in Dubai and never gone to the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, but that's down to friends letting us down. But we booked the new Atlantis, the Royal, for a holiday, and we wondered why it was so cheap. It was like, how we booked this and it's so cheap? And it turns out we booked it on the same week of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. So now, we just emailed them saying, can we move it to, when was it, Claudia, the week before?
Yeah.
And they just authorised it and then sent us the bill, which was not nice. So we've got the Atlantis, a Royal to look forward to, and then the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Hopefully we can get on someone's yacht. Claudia can flicker her eyes at some of the drivers as she fancies it. But I've got a few contacts in high places. This is the year. But this is also the year of living. Like, for the last few years, I've done absolutely like nothing with my life. I've not really been on any holidays where I've switched off. So this year is the year of staycations. Still working hard and still pushing the mission, but working in 12-week sprints. So every 12 weeks we're going somewhere. So we've got 3 hotels booked here and then nothing else. A few trips to the UK planned. No Mykonos. If you're new to Dubai, or if you relocate to Dubai and you don't want to commit to one gym, you can get an app called Privily. So I just go to this section. You get like pools, beach days, fitness classes, water parks, the job lot really, spas. I just fancy a different gym today because the gym that I'm at 7, when you go in like the afternoon, getting your car back, because it has a valet, takes about 40 minutes. So I was just looking at some of the warehouse gyms, which are really good in Dubai, and it gives you your location. I think I might go to the Jumeirah Park one. That pretty much covers everything today. We're going to hit a Hyrox session this afternoon, but we're going to wrap the video there. And because it was more of a life update, obviously the Hyrox isn't happening, but the training doesn't stop. We just can't run. You know me by now, if I'm going to do something, I want to do it 100% and do it properly. So I'm not just going to do it just to tick it off and post a really shitty time. I would rather continue to perfect it, get better. And when I do eventually race very well. But as always, thank you for watching. If there's anything you want to see on the channel, remember to comment.
like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.